Hello to my fellow history lovers and people that think if I learn something new, it will be a good day. It's a little bit noisy. There's a barge going by right now, and Washington would have loved that to move troops and supplies, but didn't have those at those times. Okay, so here's my question for you today. German mercenaries fought on the side of England in the Revolutionary War. What were they called? And the short answer, and then you can just hit done, is what were they called? Hessians. But it gets a little deeper, and it's kind of interesting because someone objected not long ago. I had another question that also called them mercenaries, and the person said that's not the right terminology. They should be called auxiliary troops. And I thought in the answer they make an interesting distinction, and I'm just going to share that with you. But let me give you just really quick. Do you know how many of them fought in the Revolutionary War? It was actually quite a lot. It was 30,000, and they were roughly a third of the British Army. So roughly a third, 30,000. And of those, 8,000 die, so almost a third of them die. About 5,000 end up staying in the United States, what will be the United States after the war. And one of the reasons they need Hessians is because the war is so unpopular in Britain. They're having a hard time. And then secondly, they had lost a lot of soldiers in the French and Indian War, also called the 7 Years' War. So the last part, though, going back to that person who had objected to the term mercenary versus auxiliary soldiers, here's what they said, and I thought this was kind of interesting. It said, Hessians were paid as mercenaries, but most had been conscripted into military service and were forced to leave their homeland to participate in a foreign war. And so that kind of makes sense, because you think of a mercenary as just somebody, maybe they retired from the military of their own country and they think, I've still got this skill set, I'll sort of hire myself out. And that's different from Hessians who were in fact conscripted for the most part. Anyway, thanks for letting me share always. I'll see you tomorrow.